Hello, my name is Silvia Aguilar. I am a visually impaired person, and I am going to make a user evaluation, just the settings of the OnionShare application for Windows 64. So I'm going to the window of the OnionShare application.
Zoom row 1 column 2 zoom window. Restaurar, move to maximize, Sarah's, rest, mover M, to minimize RN, OnionShare window. Status.
And here we have the OnionShare.
System move to minimize, maximize RX, OnionShare window.
Okay, and I'm going to press tab to go to the settings.
Connect to Tor tab control. Auto dash connect to Tor button. Network settings button. Status bar. Settings button.
And press enter here.
Connect to Tor tab auto dash connect to Tor connect to Tor tab control. Plus button open a new tab. Status bar. Settings button. Network settings button.
Okay, I was pressing shift tabs 3 times, and I'm going to press enter over this network settings button, and then tab.
Status bar. Connect to Tor tab control. Auto dash connect to Tor button. Network settings button. Tor settings tab
Press
control.
Spacebar. The button is functioning pressing spacebar, and then press Control tab.
General tab.
I have explored this general tab already in the previous video, and I'm going to press Control tab.
Tor settings tab.
Tor settings. Press tab.
How should OnionShare connect to Tor? Grouping. Use the Tor version built into OnionShare radio button checked.
Okay, this is the first radio button, and then if I press tab and go to the next control.
Auto dash connect to Tor checkbox not checked.
Auto connect to Tor. And this is something that should be related to the radio button, or at least that's what I understand. If I press tab again.
Connect using a Tor bridge. Grouping. Connect using a Tor bridge. Grouping. Use a bridge checkbox not checked.
Use a bridge, and this box is not checked, and if I check it.
Checked. Select a built-in bridge radio button checked.
Select a built-in bridge, which is checked. And if I press a down arrow to see what other options I have.
Request a bridge from torproject.org radio button checked.
And if I request a bridge from Tor project.
Request a new bridge button.
And request a new bridge button.
Edit read only blank.
Okay.
Request a new bridge button.
Then I press tab.
Edit read only blank.
And this is a blank blank edit box, or at least that's what I can understand from what the screen reader is reading.
Test connection to Tor button.
Test connection to Tor, and then if I press tab again.
Save button.
Save.
Status bar. Settings button. Settings tab control. Tor settings tab control. How should OnionShare connect to Tor? Grouping. Use the Tor version built into
Okay, I just pressed tab several times, and I'm back into this series of radio buttons. If I press down arrow to check the second radio button.
Attempt auto dash configuration with Tor browser radio button checked.
And then press tab.
Auto dash connect to Tor checkbox not checked.
This is the checkbox.
Test connection to Tor button.
And this is just a text connection to Tor. Okay, tab again.
Save button.
And then I go to the save button.
Status bar. Setting. Save button.
Press shift tab several times to go to the first group of radio buttons.
Test connection to Tor. Auto dash connect to Tor checkbox not checked. How should OnionShare connect to Tor? Grouping. Attempt auto dash configuration with Tor browser radio button checked.
Okay, and then I press down arrow to
connect
check
using
the next.
control port.
Connect using control port.
Connect using socket 5. Connect using.
Okay, and then press tab.
Auto dash connect to Tor checkbox not checked.
Auto connect to Tor. It seems that it doesn't matter what radio button do I check. This checkbox is always present.
Tor settings grouping. Tor settings grouping. Edit selected 127.0.0.1.
Okay, this is a number that
1.1.0.7.
This is a number, and I am pressing the left arrow so that I see that if I can navigate
0.
through the numbers.
0. 1.
And it is possible.
1.
It's an edit box. Then tab.
Edit selected 9051.
Again, another number, tab.
Tor settings grouping. Edit selected 127.0.0.1.
Okay, this is a Tor settings edit box. Then tab again.
Edit selected 9050.
Again, tab.
No authentication or cookie authentication checkbox checked.
No authentication. This is a checkbox, and if I press tab.
Test connection to Tor button.
And we should, let's see if I press spacebar here.
Status bar. Settings button. Settings tab control. Plus button open a new tab. Status bar. Settings button. Zoom row 1 column 2 of 3. Controls the reunion. Expander Vista pre. OnionShare window. Settings tab control. Plus button open.
And it returns me to this window that I was previously in.
Status bar.
But it doesn't show me.
Save button. Test connection to Tor button.
It doesn't show me if the connection is running, if it's not running, or what progress do we have. Then I press Shift Tab
Tor
again.
settings grouping. No authentication. Tor settings group. Edit selected 1 2. Tor set 9051.
These are the autocomplete edit boxes.
Auto dash. How should OnionShare connect to Tor?
And then if I check the next radio button.
Connect using
here,
socket file. Connect using socket file radio button checked.
I just press down arrow and then press tab.
Auto dash connect to Tor checkbox not checked.
Again, the auto connect to Tor checkbox, and it's not checked.
Tor settings grouping. Tor settings grouping. Edit selected /var/run/tor/control.
Okay, this is something that it's auto completed.
Tor settings grouping. Edit selected 127.0.0.1.
Again, numbers.
Edit selected 9050. No authentication or cookie authentication check. Test connection to Tor button.
Test connection to Tor and press spacebar.
Status bar. Settings button.
Status bar, but it's not telling me if it's connected, if it's not connected, or if we had a problem. So I will press Shift Tab again.
Save button. Test connection. Tor setting. Tor set. Edit. Tor set. Auto dash. How should OnionShare connect to Tor?
Okay, and then I am back in the radio buttons, and if I press down arrow, there is no radio button. So I will press up arrow
connect,
to return
use the
to the first radio button. Okay, then
auto dash connect using a Tor. Auto dash connect to Tor checkbox not checked. Connect using a Tor bridge. Grouping.
I'm pressing tab.
Request a bridge from Tor project. Request a new bridge button. Edit read only blank. Test connection to Tor button. Save button. Test connection to Tor.
Then
save button.
Go and press spacebar over save, the save button.
Status bar. Save button.
Enter, just to make sure.
Status bar. Save button.
And then Shift Tab.
Test connection to Tor button.
To test the connection to Tor and press Enter. And apparently it doesn't do anything, maybe because of the previous tests that I have run here. But it's not telling anything. I mean, it's not making any sound to that we know that the progress of the testing of the connection. Okay, so with this, I have finished this this user test evaluation of this part of the settings of OnionShare. Thank you very much for your kind attention. My name again is Silvia Aguilar. I'm a visually impaired person.
Controls de reunion depend a la compart. Controls de reunion depend a la compartida.